Hey guys, Spins here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Alpinestars WT-4 winter gloves. Sorry if my voice is a bit shaky today. It's about 5 degrees Celsius out, so it's a bit cold, but that does give me a good opportunity to review these gloves since they are meant to be cold weather gloves. So I did review these gloves about a year ago in another video, which you can watch if you want a more comprehensive and in-depth review. But today I'll be doing a 1-year review, just going over how these gloves have fared, how they've held up, you know, and what I have to say about them after a year of use. And I had done quite a decent amount of cold weather riding with them. First things first, we'll pull over and I'll go over all of the features of the gloves. So I found a quiet little spot to pull over, and now I can just go over all of the features of the gloves. They are a mixed leather and textile glove, so you can see there's lots of textile on the back, a lot of textile around the side, and then leather on the palm, which is quite helpful because it gives you quite a lot of feel through the palm, and also you're going to get extra protection if you go down on the side. Talking about going down on the side, you do get hard knuckle protection, which is quite nice, and you don't get a proper palm slider here. It's just a bit of foam, but I guess it's nice they have that there. This is some sort of, I think, fake leather kind of thing. Not this is real leather, but here this is just for extra grip. I think that's the only reason that's there. Not really any extra protection, and you do have a bit of foam on the back for extra protection as well. So the thing is with these gloves is they've put most of the insulation around the back instead of the front. So here in the palm you're actually getting very little insulation. It's mostly around the back. And you'd think that would be bad, but this is actually quite good, because what that means is you get a lot of feel through the gloves. And also, if you're using heated grips, which I would highly recommend, you can get a lot more heat transfer through those grips, which helps keep you warm. So honestly, I think it was a pretty smart move, and I'm quite happy about that. They are gauntlet style gloves, so they have double cuffs, and also the gloves are Goretex. So you can see here, I think that's upside down for you, but you can see there it says Goretex, which means these gloves are waterproof. They're 100% waterproof, and I have tested that, and yeah, they do keep the water out, so yeah, that's quite good. I think that's all the features, so we'll move off and I'll talk about what I like about the glove and if I've had any issues with it. Well, honestly, I think they're really well designed. These are some of the best winter gloves I've ever worn, and I have reviewed quite a few. So what is it that makes these gloves so good? First of all, it's the dexterity and the mobility and the feel you get through these gloves. These gloves, you get so much feel through them, it's amazing. Honestly, they're almost as good as summer gloves. They're quite close to being on par with summer gloves as far as feel goes. The problem I get with a lot of winter gloves is they have this like double lining, and the problem is when you roll on the throttle, there's a bit of a delay. You don't get direct feel with the throttle because you have 2 layers of fabric between you and the throttle, which kind of glide over each other, and it doesn't feel great. But I don't get these with these gloves, because what they've done, as I explained before, they put all the insulation on the back, around the sides, and then the palm isn't very heavily insulated. And this leads to 2 good things. The first thing, you get more throttle feel, so you're more in control of the bike and you're more willing to use these gloves as well. You're going to use them more often. The other thing is, it lets in more heat through the heated grips. So actually they do a better job of keeping you warm than certain pairs of more insulated gloves would, because they let in that heat through the heated grip. On a side note, I would say you need heated grips if you're going to do winter riding. If I could either just have a winter glove or a summer glove in heated grips, I'd rather have a summer glove in heated grips. That's how much of a difference they make. They are huge, and unless you have a dedicated set of heated gloves, I would always recommend having heated grips. They're just a complete game changer. The next big thing about these gloves is they do a good job at keeping me warm. It's about 5 degrees Celsius right now, and my hands aren't too cold. The grips and the gloves together work pretty well. I feel reasonably warm. You do feel a tiny bit of chill, but it's hardly the worst thing in the world. It's bearable. I have done a 100-mile trip, which took me about 3 hours with these gloves, and it was about 0 degrees out. It was 0 degrees, it was cold, it was dark, it was fucking miserable. But these gloves helped me get through that. They held up pretty well. I would say 0 degrees Celsius is probably the limit of these gloves and the grips. At 0 degrees, you felt cold. It was bearable, it wasn't painful, but it was uncomfortable. You could feel it, but you could just about deal with it. So if you're going to be doing long road trips at 0 degrees or even colder, I think I would have to recommend getting a dedicated pair of just heated gloves. I think at that point, there's no way around it. You have to get a dedicated pair of heated gloves because they do heat your hands better. So if you're doing trips at like about 5 degrees Celsius, I think these with heated grips, perfectly fine. Even at 0 degrees Celsius, if you're doing just like a 30-minute trip, I think these hold up relatively fine. It's only if you're doing trips in the extreme cold and long trips would I recommend getting maybe something a bit more beefier, aka a pair of heated gloves. Otherwise, I think these are perfect. These are some of the best winter gloves I've worn, and mainly because of the dexterity. I cannot understate how good the dexterity on these gloves are. I can feel everything on the bike. Honestly, they feel almost as good as a pair of summer gloves. It's fantastic. And another thing to add, the touchscreen on these gloves is amazing. I don't think I went over that in the features, slipped my mind, sorry, I forgot. But yet these gloves are touchscreen as well. And the touchscreen is surprisingly good. I didn't expect it to be good. I expected it to be barely usable. But the touchscreen on this is better than the touchscreen on my summer gloves. So I've sung a lot of praise about these gloves. Do I have anything negative to say? Well, there's a couple small things. Like I said before, the sub-zero performance on these gloves isn't great. If you're doing long trips at sub-zero degrees, I think you're going to need a proper set of heated gloves. But I don't think that's many people. I don't think many people are doing long road trips at -0 degrees Celsius on motorbikes. If that's you, then you probably already know what you're doing. You probably already know what you need. The other thing is, this is a pretty minor gripe, but the Velcro doesn't feel super secure in these gloves. I don't know how to describe it, but it's never come off. It's never come off mid-ride. It's never just flopped off. But it's a bit hard to show right now, but the Velcro does come off quite easy. It's never, like I said, it's never come off whilst I'm riding the bike. But if you just use your finger to peel it off, I would like a bit more force holding it together. I don't know how much sense that makes, but you know what I mean, right? The Velcro doesn't feel super stuck together. It feels like it could come off quite easily, which is a bit concerning because that's the only thing holding this glove onto my hands. But like I said, it's never come off whilst riding. It's never caught on anything and come off. It's just something I'm slightly concerned about. So what's the verdict on these gloves? Well, they have excellent mobility. They'll keep you nice and warm in cold temperatures. It's about 5 degrees now, and I can definitely feel the cold, but it's not unbearable. It's not painful. I feel warm enough. So yeah, these gloves definitely do their job. Mind you, I am using a pair of heated grips as well. They have a reasonable level of protection as well. I'm happy that they have a leather palm, they've got hard knuckles, and they've got some soft padding around, so I'm happy with that. And also the Goretex is really helpful. It means your hands are going to stay dry if it's raining, which I have tested and it does work. They do keep your hands very dry, so yeah, overall I'm really happy with these pair of gloves. If you do want to buy a pair, I have an affiliate link down below. Buying from the affiliate link does help my channel grow, so I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please like, please subscribe, drop a comment if you have any questions. I do read all of my comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.